Good afternoon, everybody. This is Latasha over at Tasha's Tiny Homestead. It is December 19th. I am in Zone 8A, gardening in northwest Georgia, just about 52 miles west of Atlanta. No T. I know there's a T in Atlanta. It's Atlanta, not Atlanta. And I am just about 30 minutes away from the Alabama line, about 90 miles south of the Tennessee line. Maybe a little bit less than that. 90 miles to Chattanooga. Um, Disregard this mess back here on my table. I am in the house starting seeds today. So I always start my pepper seeds in December, and then I always start my tomato seeds in January here in 8A. Now, the back of the seed packet will tell you started 6 to 8 weeks early. I don't listen to any seed packet. I don't even look at the back of a seed packet. I do not go by that. If you wait until they tell you to plant, you may not get harvest. Definitely when it comes to peppers. So I like to start mine indoors in December. You can do whatever you want to do. I start them indoors in December. My super hots take about 4 weeks to come up. Um, I know it's a big old mess over there. Got my Aunt Jemima doll, got my soap stuff, and it's a whole mess over here. I don't even have all my lights set up or anything. They go over here. I don't have any fancy tent or anything like that. They do take about 4 weeks for them to come up. So if I'm starting them today, December 19th, they may not even germinate until January 19th. Okay. So already that is a month. So they said 6 to 8 weeks on the back of the packet. Already I'm a month into it just to germinate. So if you wait until the back of the seed packet, you may come up with seedlings that may be that tall. Maybe that tall. If you have a fancy tent to put them in, they will germinate twice as fast. I don't. I'm very simple. Not that I'm very simple. I don't have a lot of money. I don't have any extra money. So this is my setup. I just basically grow them on a baker's rack I got from Home Depot. It was $200. I got my lights from Amazon. They were $69. I think they're called Marina lights. They come in a set of 6. Greatest investment ever. I've had them for like 4 years. Never any problems out of those. So, let's talk about what I have going on here. So I am starting some seeds. I have not ordered seeds for 2025. These are all seeds that I have gotten from trades, or I've had already. Like most of these I've had already. They're just leftover seeds. You can see I still have some seeds in here. These are all spring stuff that I'll wait. It'll be months before I plant those. But I do want to get some perennials like these hollyhocks and this milkweed in the planted now. They'll stay indoors. I'll just keep potting them. I'm also starting for the first time some micro tomatoes. They're somewhere on this messy table here. There is some. Here we go. So I have Fat Frog and Micro Orange Hat, Karma Purple, Micro Dwarf Pinocchio. I was going to call it Pistachio. Those are peppers. So here we go. Here's another one. Micro Dwarf Yellow Canary. So these all came from seed trades and contests that I either won or traded my seeds for, or I did a wish, like a seed wish, and I got those. That's the reason why they're in the baggies. I'm excited. I've never grown dwarf varieties. I'm going to grow them just under the grow lights. They're not going to go outside. And some of those only get like 4 to 6 inches tall, 8 inches tall, so they're not very big. So that is what we're doing. I'm starting some lettuce. Here's my list of what I've actually started. I've got some kale, some collard greens, some broccoli, short day variety broccoli. This is actually experiment. Normally you would start these plants way earlier before it gets to this point. However, Well, I want to experiment to see if I can grow them here in Georgia during this time of the year. Let's talk about what I have here going on. Typically, I will mix fertilizer into this mixture into my soil. I tend to, this bag of soil that I got from Walmart has fungus gnats. So I have did a mixture of hot water and um, peroxide in here to try to get rid of those fungus gnats to kill the eggs off. I do not use seed starter mix because seed starter mix has no nutrients in it, very little nutrients in there. When I do use seed starter mix, and you can because it's very fine, it doesn't have like these big chunks of rocks in there, or that's not rocks, that's wood. If you're going to use seed starter mix in some fertilizer into it. Best thing you can do. I, in regards to soil, use whatever you can afford. I like to use Pro Mix to start my plants in. I don't have any Pro Mix. I just use Walmart's brand. It's in a yellow bag. It works good for me. I've been using that for a while when I don't have the money for Pro Mix, and it works just fine. My plants do amazing in it. So I just use that brand. I heat it up with some warm water, put some I'm trying to think of it, peroxide in there to get rid of the fungus gnats, and then I just put them in here. I've already started planting my stuff in here, but that's kind of what is going on now. So start whenever you feel ready to start your plants. That's kind of the point of this. However, if you're noticing that with peppers you're not getting a harvest, or you're getting them very late in the season, or you have a short growing season, I suggest that you start them early. Start them indoors. I am in a decent zone. I come from Florida. I was in zone 9B. So my growing season was like all year I could grow in Florida. I can't do the same here in Georgia. Not because I'm too far north. I'm like at the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. Beautiful area. I love it up here. My goodness. But anyways, and my plants grow better here than they actually did in Florida. Anywho, start your seeds early. Do not you My personal opinion, I don't follow the back of the seed packet. I don't even flip it over. Sometimes I do, just to see what it tells me to plant them, but I never follow that. I always plant them about a month earlier than it tells me to. So, and I started these last year at the same time, and there were still some peppers I did not get a harvest from. Mostly that was because I planted them very, very crazy. I had my tomatoes blocking out the sun from my peppers, so they developed a lot slower. This time I'm going to do these cold weather plants because I have the way my raised beds are. They're 24 feet long. I'm going to put these behind my tomato plants. These are going to go into the ground well before those. They'll have plenty of time to start growing before my tomato plants grow in. And then about time my tomato plants grow into the ground, a lot of these will be pulled up. I still don't know what I'm going to put in there with the space. Probably basil and some stuff like that, flowers. I want to do a lot of herbs, but that is basically what's happening over here. So I'm going to get back to planting all these. Again, start your seeds when you want to start your seeds. You can use whatever growing medium that you do. Potting soil. And this is a potting soil. Just, I meant to throw that in there. This is not raised bed soil. Well, actually, let me take that back. It might be raised bed soil. I'll have to go look at my bag. I believe it might be potting mix. A potting mix. And you can read about the differences between potting mix, potting soil, raised bed soil, garden soil. Please do not use garden soil. I use that. I mix it into my native soil. Garden soil is only to use to mix into your native soil. It is much too heavy to go into like a raised bed unless you mix a bunch of stuff in there. But anyways, I'm going to get back to this. I'll get back to listening to my music. I cannot wait to get these in there. I cannot wait to show you as they start to come up. And I'm not sure which one's going to come up first. I can't wait to find out. And we'll see. We'll go from there. Anyways, there is a gnat. Anyways, thank you for joining me for this very quick video. And I am looking forward to 2025's grow season. Have a great day.